Well, Coach, windy day out there. How'd you guys manage with all that wind?
We were okay. I mean, I think we were probably under 50% on our completions, and that's tough. That wind was whipping, and we didn't handle it just real well. So it's a good learning experience. You don't want to play in those conditions very often in your life. You better be able to run the football and play great defense and cover kicks real well in those conditions.
When you look at the running back room, what have you learned about the guys behind Cavoy and Barnes, the opportunity that they've had this spring?
Each one of them has their own, Rocco's had so much experience of playing. He's very mature. He's a veteran, talented. Robert Henry's got some unbelievable potential. He's got a lot of talent. And then Brandon Hyde, just out of high school, had the long run Saturday for a touchdown. So really excited about each one of those.
Where's Cobbs at this point in terms of his recovery from injury and his fit in this room?
Well, Kedrick is he's the steady Eddie of the group. He's always been that way. I wouldn't say he's all the way back, but he's pretty close to that. He'll tell you he's all the way back. But, he's just he's a valedictorian of his class. He's leads the FCA. He's the guy you won't marry your daughter. I mean, he's just an unbelievable human, and I know his parents are very proud of him. As everybody in Denton Guyer should be. He's everything that's right with college football is the way to describe Kedrick.
He's now been through 2 pretty serious injuries in his time here. What have you learned about him, just seeing how he's responded to that?
He is who he is. And this week our culture pillar is integrity, and he's the epitome of what integrity is. I mean, when you draw it up, that's Kedrick, and he's never let those knee injuries be any excuse for him. He's never had. I'm sure he's had bad days. He just never would tell us about them. He's everything the game's about.
How'd your team look on Saturday in the scrimmage?
I thought we were pretty good. There were bright spots on all phases of the game. So yeah, I was really pleased. Came out healthy. Nobody had any significant injuries, so we were really pleased with the scrimmage.
You mentioned Rocco. How do you describe sort of his skill set? What does he bring to the room maybe different from some of the other guys?
He's shifty, but he's more north and south, strong guy, runs behind his pads. Vanderbilt, so smart, high IQ. And it's funny because he's dual language, so he can speak fluently in Spanish.
Huh.
So he's going to be a real rock star. And I've got guys on my team that I would think would that can, and Rocco knock it out the park. So I think y'all are going to enjoy. I'm sure JJ can challenge him with all his speaking skills.
Is Robert Henry a similar style of runner, or does he have a different dynamic?
He's more of a slasher. I would say a slasher would be the way I would describe him. Got a sudden burst, sees and hits it, runs very fearless, as Rocco does. Rocco's fearless as well. They're both tough kids.
What's the status or outlook for D'Anthony Lewis at this point?
Still recovering from a knee injury.
Jeff, we haven't talked much special teams. One of the areas you're replacing your place kicker this spring. How's that position look so far?
We've been pleased with it. PNG's a heck of an athlete. So we've been, we've got another kicker coming in this summer. So we'll compete with that. But yeah, he's looked really good so far. We're proud of him, and he's a competitor. Does not lack for confidence. Highly skilled. So it'll be good. He was good Saturday.
I think we're about the midway point of spring. Just the biggest thing, keeping all the guys healthy from this point on.
We've got to keep getting better. Those 17 kids coming in here in January, this has been invaluable for them. So there's really like 3 different parts of our team. You got all the old guys that are back that we all know who they are. They won conference championships 2 years in a row. Been playing forever. Been playing for me for 3 years. There's that group. There's the group that's been here that has not gone on the field yet, that they've got to make some plays, right? And then there's the 17 that came in. So there's kind of 3 different parts that we've got to be evaluating.
Did I see Ty Bentley moved to the D-line? Is that something for depth or just,
We just have no D linemen right now as far as depth purposes, and we got offensive linemen running out our wazoo right now, so we're just trying to get through practice.
We're talking to Ty Leonard today. What sort of jumps out about him when you think about the progress he's made in his year here?
Typical North Shore kid, tough, comes from a great program, continues to get better, maturing, and Ty played, I think, in maybe every game last year. He played in a lot of games. I don't know that exact number, but he's going to have a great career here if he continues on the trajectory that he's on right now. Coach K, those guys did a really good job with him. Obviously, Coach Price knew about him from North Shore as well.
It's obviously a pretty deep room. Did you expect when you came in here last year that you'd be able to make an impact and find a role that road?
Well, we didn't know we were going to lose Brandon Madison for the year, so that created some depth issues. So, and he was more ready than we thought he was going to be. He's a tough kid. You can tell he comes from a great program.
What are the next steps in his development? Where do you want him to go going forward?
Size, girth, just growing up, just old man strength versus high school strength.
Are you already seeing this spring maybe some signs of him taking steps forward, or things that are different even from the fall?
Yeah, he's way more mature. There's nothing bad about the kid. He's just young. It's just right out of high school, come from North Shore, man. You're the cat's meow. You get to college and nobody cares, right? That's always humbling for all of us. I'll go home here in a little bit and get humble myself. It's always a good thing for us.
So Coach, the NCAA competition committee, now they voted to remove like first downs. Has that gone through?
I'm not aware of that.
I think it's on the slate to be voted on. I mean,
To do away with first down?
well, I'm sorry, clock stoppages.
I got you.
When you get a first down, maybe outside of the final 2 minutes, how would that maybe change what we've known about college football for a long time now?
I think it'll take probably 7 or 8 plays away from the game. I was just imagining that. That's what I've been reading. So I guess people want to get out of the game quicker, so they're trying to shorten the game for everybody. I would imagine. So I just would imagine that'd be the. Yeah, I already told Coach Burt I feel bad for him. He's bad enough. He's got to replace Barry Lunny Jr. and Will Stein, and now he's going to get 8 less plays a game. Fans will be all over for Justin Burt.
So is that a big adjustment, or is that something we really won't notice as far as you've been used to it for a lot of years now? Now it looks like it's going to change.
I really don't know. It's a great question, Benny. I don't know that. We're going to just try to play faster so we can get our 8 snaps back.
Do you see a benefit in general to trying to shorten the game, or some of the things that they're looking at in that sense?
Anytime you can keep player safety and start off the year last year triple overtime and then double overtime, and those things add up. So I can see their thinking. We're blessed because we're in the Alamo Dome. But if you can imagine, being outside in Texas, and that's 8 extra snaps every week, I'm sure that adds up. But when it's 72 and beautiful every day, like it is in the Alamo Dome, it doesn't bother us too much.
It seems like just based on some of the stuff we talked about the last few years, you tend to like that just because you can rotate so many different guys in. So a coach who likes to play a lot of his depth, it seems like would probably appreciate when there's more snaps in the game.
Yeah, there's no doubt. We would prefer there to be 100 snaps of offense every game, just because we've got so many players we want to play. But I can see for player safety where a lot of guys don't think like I do and play everybody. Most guys just play the same 11, but we try to play a lot of people.
Sorry about that. With the spring game being on Friday now, you guys gonna add another practice or just end up with 14?
I'm not sure yet. Yeah. We're still discussing that. That's TBD, to be determined still, but it's a good question.
And what was the push to move the game back to the Alamo Dome? It's been several years since it's been there.
It's it's expensive to do it. Yeah, it's just tough trying to find a way to not talk about money today. Here I am again. It's expensive.
Yeah,
it's a lot of money to do that. But our recruiting's gotten to a level right now where just have to take that next step. And I just think it's important that we're in there. And it's a sacrifice because you've got to make some priorities. And but I just think it's money well spent for recruiting. I mean, it's just important.
Cool. All right.
Thank